Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. I have my coffee and I thought maybe we should have a crypto moment of silence as we look at the beauty of fiatleak.com and the XRP volumes that are going absolutely ape. It is on like Donkey Kong. We're at 52 cents and we will now enjoy a 20-second moment of silence, except for my squeaking chair. I think that's 20 seconds. That was pretty cool, right? Look at what we have here. I rolled over in bed this morning and I saw what you saw and I was staring at this. And you know, many of you don't even realize what some of us in this space have been through over the last few years. I started this channel in May of 2018. And a lot of you that are new to this party, you have no earthly idea some of the ups and downs that we have been through in this space and the things that are, I mean, to say that I could write a book or to say that you could make a movie out of this is the biggest understatement. We could make a movie 1,000 times better than The Big Short. Trust me. But what you are looking at is a bull run. Just write it down. This is the kind of thing that was going on in 2017. And so for those of you who haven't been around for the last couple of years, it's okay. We knew it. We knew this day would come. We knew that XRP was the one. And so welcome to the party. It is on like Donkey Kong. Now, look at, this is coin market cap. I want to take a look at this and let you realize, for those of you that haven't heard me say this, we're at $552 billion in this market, the highest that it ever went in 2017. The highest that crypto has ever been was around $850 billion, somewhere in that range. We're at $552 billion, and I say both of those numbers are chump change, peanuts compared to where this is all going. And I'm going to show you a thread that kind of describes what's really about to happen, because the guy said it pretty well. But first I wanted to go down here and show you XRP's at 52.5 cents. We're up 22% today. This is pure craziness. But when you look at it in the scope of, we've gone through a 2 or 3 year bear market here where there was really literally no action. And so the way I see this, all XRP is doing right now is it is getting to the valuation where it should have been even 2, 3, even 4 years ago. Because it's XRP was worth the 384 cent all-time high way back then. If you understand what it is, it's worth far, far, far more than that. It's worth far, far, far more than that. And so, yeah, this seems like, oh, it doubled in a week. But the truth is that if it doubled for the next 10 weeks, it's still going to be undervalued. And who knows what's going to happen from here as far as the momentum. You'll have the pullbacks, you'll have all that. But look, this party's just getting started. And that is understanding there will be pullbacks. It's not going to surge like this every day. You're going to have pullbacks and you're going to have, consolidation and all of that. Okay. Now, Crypto Granny's been on fire with some of her tweets, putting things in perspective. USD size, equities 80 billion, fixed income bonds 130 billion, cash 60 billion, property 38 billion, FX 9.5 billion or 9,500 billion, which means trillions. Derivatives 800 billion to 1.4 quadrillion. She says, say 1 quadrillion. And then says 10% of this gives you a $1,009.81 XRP. And I totally agree with her that is the kind of potential that we're really looking at. Okay. The people are just showing up, but that doesn't even include what Ripple is working on as a use case. Now, I wanted to point out to you also what you're about to see. You're going to see two things with XRP. The Bitcoin maxis, the Mike Novogratz of the world, their worst nightmares are being realized right now. XRP, the greatest digital asset ever created, is getting the real attention that it deserves, or it's about to, but it's getting the real appreciation that it has always deserved right now. Those guys have been pumping Bitcoin, and they've known all along that Bitcoin was just the first act. And that's why they were talking about it. That's why they never talk about Ripple and XRP. They knew it. They didn't want XRP to do this first, but it's happening. So it's the reality. So what you're going to see a lot of Ripple and XRP bashing out of people in media. You might see Mike Novogratz go back on CNBC and just scratch his head and act like he doesn't understand this. But trust you me, he understands this. He understands it fully. Now, I decided to give a shout out to some of the networks. You'll see who CNBC, CNN, Julia Chatterley is and probably Maria Bartiromo are two of the most honest people in the media. And so I was giving them a shout out that it's time to start covering the greatest digital asset ever created, the one. And this guy had tweeted this out. I retweeted it. Prediction for Monday: the mainstream financial media who cover Bitcoin almost exclusively shift to the real story this weekend, which was XRP, and the education begins. Exactly. This guy is exactly right. Now, so then I tweeted this out this morning, and I encourage you all to retweet this like crazy, because the second you're talking about pouring gasoline on the fire that we already have, the second that these people start doing the right thing and telling the real story, which is XRP, it never was Bitcoin, XRP, when they start telling the real story and the average Joe public finally starts to understand what this really is and what XRP really represents, it is on like Donkey Kong 2 at that point, okay? I can't remember, what did they call it? Donkey Kong 2, the follow-up game. All right, Joker, he's my Australian chartist, I guess, or trader. He had 2 or 3 interesting tweets. The things he's saying right now are very interesting to watch. When the market starts going crazy and these traders get active and start really paying attention to what's going on, I learn a lot from looking at their stuff, and that's kind of what I wanted to show you. Let's make this atomic swap done. The XRP, the best performing among the top 10. XRP is positioning, I guess, to get Ethereum place in terms of total market cap. A 64-cent XRP simply does it. Wait for it. So he's calling for XRP to jump Ethereum, which, why not? Then he says, when XRP hits $14, some trolls will be like, wow, the bottom was really in. XRP less than $1 was cheap. Damn, I'm an idiot. Then they become nice. They change their tone and ask, can you say, all right. So then he's showing you his November 14th, tweet, but he's calling for an XRP $14. And I do believe that there will be a day sooner rather than later where the movements in XRP will be dollars a day. That's a world I can't wait to enter. I don't know about you. And then we got this tweet from him. $2 XRP equals $1. Actually, it's you can't even get 2 XRP with $1 now, which is kind of cool. The days to buy XRP below $1 are limited. And then we had this one. I like this. This is a great tweet. This guy is a CFA, CAIA, Global Macro Manager, Kane Island Alternative Advisors. And he says this: I know it doesn't look like much, but this is XRP's lowest price forward. I think people will be surprised at Ripple's XRP's performance in 2021. It will probably have its best year since 2017 and maybe outperform Bitcoin. I don't think there's any maybe about it. I think it will. Michelle Vandenberg sent me this. Now, this is an interesting thread. For those of you that are new to the space, I want you to stay with me and let's go through this, because I think this guy gets it, okay? Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to agree with every word, and there is some colorful language in here, which I'm going to skip over, okay? He says, if this is the beginning of a bull market, it could be the biggest bull market in the history of bull markets. Now, bear with me. I'm not going to put off and start talking about Bitcoin as gold 2.0 and Ethereum as world computer. No, let me tell you a secret. This is a title. Let me write that down before I forget. Let me see. I know a title when I see one. Tell you a secret. All right. So here we go. This is a really good thread, folks. I will tell you a secret about bubbles. You can usually tie them to rapid growth of new financial markets. Examples: housing bubble, rise of subprime mortgages, mortgage-backed securities, and credit default swaps. .com bubble, rise of web, online brokerages like E-Trade that democratized day trading. South Sea bubble, rise of share loans that essentially call options. Tulip bubble, rise of futures markets. All those bubbles shared this. The elimination of financial friction 3 times. It was hard to buy a house before the subprime mortgages, for example. It was hard to day trade before E-Trade. It was hard to hedge your investments or bet on future prices before blah, blah, blah. With the rise of crypto, there are so many financial innovations coming at once, it's virtually impossible to even name them all. 5 times. Or I think he's not saying 5 times on that. This is the 5th part of the thread. Here are just a few of my favorites. Permissionless financial transactions. No putz with an oiled mustache and government ID has to give you permission to be able to trade whatever you want. Decentralized, unstoppable smart contracts. That's unstoppable domains. Sure, governments can get all pissed off Uniswap exists, but they can't make it unexist. Not even Hayden I don't even know what he's talking about there. The elimination of middlemen in financial transactions. No more clearinghouses, brokerages, banking hours, title companies, composability. I can invest in one thing, then turn around and show proof of that investment to get a loan to invest in something else, and then show proof of that investment to get a loan in something else, and then et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. A non-sovereign store of value. Bitcoin that happens to be the scarcest asset in history of mankind. Death of walled gardens and KYC. Look, I don't necessarily agree with this part. Liquidity is no longer limited to jurisdictions like state, countries, and even continents. All products are global from day one. The nearly 2 billion humans without bank accounts can now access financial services with a 5-year-old Android phone. The scale of these financial innovations isn't 10 times or 100 times larger than past financial innovations. It is so large that the number you choose to put an X after doesn't even matter all that much. It ceases to be important because we can't even really conceptualize how big these changes are. Crypto is at the very moment I type this, reorganizing the way humans work together. It is challenging governments, regulations, corporations, banking, monetary policy, technology, investing, fundraising, even the concept of a nation itself. The financial sausage has burst from the regulatory casing. There's no stuffing it back inside. Just as governments are printing more money than they ever have in history, crypto is dousing gasoline all over the financial system. It needs a spark to ignite it, and I believe we got that spark when PayPal launched crypto purchases. Suddenly, 346 million normies can buy and sell Bitcoin, Ethereum, and even that, like Bitcoin Cash. He said it, not me. Do you think PayPal will stop there? I can tell you the answer is no. PayPal will keep adding other cryptos. Some will be crap. Some will be world-changing mother effers. PayPal was the spark. It was the ultimate reduction in friction for normies to walk through the golden gates to the crypto promised land. The normies will come and they will find it nice and they will wonder what the F their bank even does for them. Even more important than PayPal, the fact that PayPal just punched every bank and fintech company in the world in the throat. There's just one hurdle left. We will breach it before the glorious rally is over. Banks must allow us to convert our fiat to crypto. They will, and they will start with BTC and Ethereum. It taketh only one bank before they all fall in line. Citigroup will add crypto. Mitsu, UBS, Sumitomo, Deutsche Bank, Mitsubishi, JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, the stock brokerages will add crypto. And eventually, probably not this cycle, employees will grant you the ability to collect your sweet salary in the hardest, most godlike form of money ever to be accessible to us. He says Bitcoin, I say XRP. So I sit here drinking my beer and I look at the total global market cap of all cryptos sitting at a paltry $548 billion. And it makes me think of this stupid song my buddies and I used to sing when we were kids. It was called Skeeter and My Peter. I don't know what he's talking about with all that. But anyway, this guy just freaking knocked it out of the park, folks. $548 billion. Are you kidding me? The banks, every bank, not some banks, every financial institution, not some financial institutions, they are all coming. And you still, PayPal just opened the freaking door, like you just said. All those dominoes are going to start falling. And if you wait until they all start following, the game is over, folks. Don't sit around and scratch your head. I mean, it's not financial advice. I'm just telling you. It's on. It is on like Donkey Kong, folks. And I hope that there are more and more people listening to my voice because this is a game changer. And I think that the people that do not discover this are going to be on the opposite end. And I think there's a lot of pain for people that didn't see this coming. The people that are going to be swallowed up by the inflation hole. I believe those people are on the very opposite end. I believe the extent of our gain is going to be the extent of their pain. That's where I think this is going, and that's why I really hope more and more people are paying attention. Now, I don't know if this was ever on Ripple's website, but everybody yesterday was saying Bank of America is on Ripple's website as a partner. This is a new update. So I couldn't remember if they had put them there. But yeah, look, folks. Ripple's the game changer. XRP is the greatest digital asset ever created. It's the one. It was always the one. It was never Bitcoin. The sooner that everybody realizes that, the better off they'll be. Wanted to let everybody know the Flare networks, the Flare drop is also now going to be supported by Upbit Global. They just announced this. Also, for those of you that are not storing your digital assets on a Ledger Nano S or a Ledger Nano X, they just announced a 40% off sale. There's a link at the very top of the description of all my videos for the entire link to this sale. Go in the description, click on the link, or the comments section, click on the link, and you can go get 40% off the Ledger Nano S. That is a huge deal right there. Or the X, or any of their products is my understanding. That is a big freaking deal. So go check it out, folks. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. Tell your friends and family that it is freaking on like Donkey Kong. And I'm glad to have everybody here. Thanks for listening.